This current project, our 72, which is sitting outside, I'm looking at it through the window of my office. It's a brand new hull design. Actually, we've done one exactly like this, and this is its bigger brother. We were so happy with that boat that we morphed it up bigger on the computer and made a 72 instead of a 61. That was the best riding boat I've ever been involved with in 30 years. It's dry, it's soft, it's fast, it's just the greatest thing. A fellow named Michael Peters, a very well-known yacht designer, did that hull for me. He's the engineer and the naval architect, so it's got his stamp on it. It's got a pair of C-32 Assert Caterpillars in it, 1,825 horse apiece. Holds close to 2,400 gallons of fuel, 350 gallons of water. It's got a pair of Onan generators in it. They're 27 kWs each. They have sound shields. Nice big walk-around engine room, a separate pump room ahead of the engine room. Yeah, as far as the accessibility of everything, the cleanliness of the engine room, the logical, I guess that's the best word to use, layout of all of the equipment in the engine room. Things have to be repairable. We like to design and build things that are workable, accessible. These people, if they're fishing a tournament and there's big money involved in the tournament, if a pump goes out, you want to be able to fix it real quick that evening. You don't want to have to fly somebody in, take the whole boat apart to get at it. So accessibility is important, serviceability. If it's easy to fix down the road, well, it's easier for us to do in the beginning. So anyway, the two go hand in hand, and that's why we build these engine rooms and pump rooms the way we do. The level of finish in there, this has a great bearing on the marketability of the boat when it comes up for resale. There's access to that engine room through the cockpit, through the mezzanine, which we haven't started yet, but perfect time for a person to come in and tell us exactly what they want in that mezzanine and in those tackle lockers in the way of freezer space, storage space, bait storage space. It's a good time to start on that. The interior, all of the walls are in the boat. The hanging locker shelves are up. The boat has 4 staterooms, 3 heads. There's a very generous office/tackle room, which could be a 4th head. It could be a sauna. We could probably squeeze another stateroom in there if someone needed. We don't necessarily have to use the drawings that we have here. These are for illustration purpose, but perfect time for someone to come in and work with one of our interior designers and say, I want this interior to be teak, I want it to be cherry, I want it to be Bubinga or Anna Gray or any of those kind of woods that we're using in these days on the interior. With the boat, though, generally I'll work out a basic floor plan that seems to suit the customer, the owner, he and his wife, whatever. And then from there, we'll use an interior designer type of person to take my basic layout to something that looks like this. He'll kind of flesh out and create a theme or a look for the areas in the boat. And this is where the owner really gets to flex their muscles and to come up with a plan that is very highly individualized, very specific to their needs, little molding details, what they put in the hanging lockers, what goes inside all of these cabinet spaces. This is where they really get to have a good time. Then from there, they'll pick the soft goods and the materials and come up with something that really is specific to them. And when they use this boat, it is a big reflection of their personality, their needs, their lifestyle. And a lot of my people really enjoy this part of the boat, maybe almost as much as using the boat at the end. This is probably the most detailed, high-quality boat we've done in a long time. Not that the other ones were a lot less, but we're just able to focus more on all the nooks and crannies and ride herd on all of the details on the boat as we're building it now. I'm having more fun building this boat than I've had in a long time. I like these 72 footers. They're just a nice compromise in between. You know, they're economical, but yet give you a lot of room for everything you need. We have 4 staterooms in this, 3 heads. All of the areas are comfortable and generous. We started Tribute Performance Boats 17 years ago. Primarily built custom sport fishing boats with an emphasis on performance. We like to think of them as fast, but more important than that, fuel efficient. These boats really stand out on the dock. We're located in West Jupiter, Florida, right near Pratt Whitney and Sikorsky off the Beeline Highway. We're easy to get to, very, very close to I-95, the Turnpike, or the West Coast if you take the Beeline over to Okeechobee and then 70 over to the other coast. Our shop is nice and bright, airy and clean. Anybody who wants to come down and take a peek and see what we do, we'd love to have anybody come and visit us. We're proud of what we're building here, like to show it off. And back to the boat itself, like we said earlier, it is at the perfect point for someone to come and move in and spec out this boat, and we'll go to town and finish it off.